somebody turn to Revelations 11, please. Amen. Amen. Revelations 11. Starting at verse 4. These two prophets are the two olive trees and the two lampstands that stand before the Lord of all the earth. If anyone tries to harm them, fire flashes from their mouths and consumes their enemies. This is how anyone who tries to harm them must die. Listen, the Lord is saying there's two prophets that he's going to send. Amen? They have power to call fire from their mouth. Look what he says in verse 6. They have the power to shut the sky so that no rain will fall as long as they prophesy. And they have the power to turn the rivers and oceans into blood, and to strike the earth, and to strike the earth, and to strike the earth with every kind of plague as often as they wish. It was only Moses that was able to call down the judgment of God. Elijah was able to open and shut the heavens. The Lord is telling you plain that the two witnesses are Moses and Elijah. What time of day are we living in? This ain't midday. When he said at midday, midday represents the timing, the prophetic timeline. There's the beginning, there's the middle, and sure enough, there's the end. We're not in midday. When he sends Elijah the prophet, when he sends a prophet like Moses, then we know we're at the time of the evening sacrifice. Amen? Amen. So when you see this prophet, you know that you not still have time. You know, maybe it'd be wise to pull out your 401k. Because do you think when this prophet comes, he's coming for you to live another 15, 20, 30 years? Amen? Amen. Yeah, I'm not saying go ahead and spend it and live it up, but what I am saying is to prepare the way for the coming of the Lord.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
Now, I have something that may impress you, if you're not impressed. I'm impressed, scared, and terrified. This is a 2-hour and 30-minute video. I want to get to the point. The man of God, the mightiest prophet of the Lord, he prophesied, and let me say this. He went to outer space, 10 light years out. Educated, blessed Archbishop. Explain what 10 light years mean.
10 light years would be the amount of time it would take if you were traveling at the speed of light, 186,000 miles per second, to get from point A to point B. If you were traveling at that speed. And that's covering a lot of ground at 186,000 miles per second.
How many miles would that be? I don't know how accurate you can be, but just to give them an understanding what light is.
Trillions of miles. Trillions of miles.
Thank you, Archbishop. He went 10 light years out, and there were these two gigantic stars, neutron stars. And in the prophecy, he said that he went out and took his left hand and pushed them. That he caused it to happen. And then he gave details saying that when he pushed them, they chased each other, they followed each other, they chased each other, and they collided. Okay? And not only that they collided, listen, we're dealing with detail, that when they collided, it exploded, and it produced a bluish flame. And the particles that exploded, some of it hit the earth. Listen.
this is what is coming to the earth.
और यही बातें हैं जो हमारी ज़मीन पर होने वाली हैं.
The Lord of Israel.
वो परमेश्वर.
Look at the nationality here.
Amen.
This ain't a Kenyan thing. Thank you, Pastor. Amen. It's not an African thing. This is global. He said, amen. This is India. This is also 2008 when the prophecy started in 2005. Am I right?
Amen.
Amen. How do you prophesy something? Is it 13, 14 years?
From here, yeah, he was at least 12, at least 14 years from now.
With such detail, and then it manifests. And this manifested last year. Again, making global news. But you don't say, look, it's one thing to say, I saw it happen. It's another thing for it to actually happen, and you say, you pushed it.
Hey.
जो इज़राइल का प्रभु है.
He is going to shake the heavens above the earth.
और वो स्वर्ग और हमारे ज़मीन को हिलाने वाला है.
And this is what is coming to happen.
और यही बातें हैं जो होने वाली हैं.
The most tremendous collision that has never taken place above the earth.
और पृथ्वी में कभी ऐसी भयंकर बातें नहीं हुई होगी. तब जब वो टकराएगा दूसरा चांद तब ये होगा.
And I see the particles are breaking off and sparks and a lot of gases and some bluish flames.
और फिर
The
जब ये
bluish flame.
टकराएगा,
Look at the beard. Look how close the beard is to the face.
नीले कलर के आग के समान हमारे
2008.
ज़मीन पर आएंगी.
Father, in the mighty name of Jesus.
Listen what he says.
With this hand you have moved the stars and the planets.
With that hand, he has moved the stars and the planets.
With this hand you have moved the earth.
With that hand, you have moved the earth.
With this hand you have moved the stars and the planets.
With this hand, you have moved the stars and the planets.
With this hand you have moved the stars. There is going to be a collision up above the earth here.
2007.
A mighty, mighty collision is going to take place above the earth.
Listen to the
And I
details.
see it coming, and when it's coming, it gives a white light. It comes as a block of white light with some rays, and it collides, and then fire-like particles are emitted, which coalesce in a group. Again, I repeat, there is going to be a collision up above the earth here. A mighty, mighty collision is going to take place above the earth. This is what constitutes the wonders in heaven and on earth.
Amen.
Dear listeners, I'm going to read for them from the book of Joel, chapter 2. God again spoke with me about
Joel,
shaping
chapter 2.
the heavens and the sky. This is a repeated conversation. He spoke about the collision that will take place above the earth here and like stars. And the particles of that collision will come out like fire like stars. But the color is fire, red.
This is news. That's about it.
Fox News tonight. This is a Fox News alert.
A violent cosmic crash in a distant galaxy. Scientists in the U.S. and Europe, for the first time ever, detected gravitational waves, the ripples in time and space, by closely observing two stars in outer space and watching as the stars crashed into each other.
Bluish flame.
The star collision spewed hot, dense, and unstable debris that came together to form heavy elements like gold, uranium, and platinum.
And marked the beginning of a new field, gravitational wave astronomy.
We have, for the first time, seen both gravitational waves and light from the collision of two dense stars called neutron stars, when joining forces with thousands of astronomers and many, many observatories. So this is really an amazing discovery.
This is